Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another play stream. Hope y'all are doing well. So I ended up pulling the trigger on Civilization 7 last week. Thank you to DM Stretch for the tip on CD keys. That's where I picked it up. About 33% off, so that's awesome. Not a cheap game. Anyway, I tried playing twice on Friday because Mrs. Kahuna was out of town, so I could stay up till 4 a.m. Hey, Stretch, welcome. I stayed up till like 4 a.m. doing 2 playthroughs.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
So I did 2 playthroughs and lost both times. I did a standard length and a accelerated one. Yeah, as usual, I lost. I think I've won about 1 out of 10 Civ games across the spectrum of them. So, you know, losing does not bother me because that's pretty standard. And playing against the AI, you know, it optimizes and you don't. So, I said I would do it on stream, so here I am. As you can see, I am on the base screen. How's my volume, by the way? Let me check, because the other day it was a little on the poppy side. All right. Yeah, all right. No, we're good. So, yeah, I'm going to start a new game. And we'll see what happens. So, we're going to go right into it. New game. I'm going to put up my mementos, I think. What have I got? Let's do sight. Feel. Hundred tiles explored. 1 extra policy slot. Well, that one's good. A gold, culture. You know what? I'm gonna go with cultural. I've been trying to win on cultural. Oops, I screwed that up. The one I picked. Alright. So, who shall I play as? Now, normally, I play as someone random. So, random it is. We will start in the Antiquity Age. What shall I use as my civilization? Rome, Persia, Han, Bear, Aurea, Maya, Scythian, Greece, Egypt, Carthage, Aksum, or random. Random it is. Difficulty. I've been playing on Governor, which is, you know, not quite the dopiest one, but it's definitely not the easiest, you know, the hardest one. Game speed, we'll go with, you know, we're going to go with a little bit of acceleration here. Because I'm on a stream. Continents Plus, let's see, can we make this random? I think we can. I think there's a shuffle. There is. There's a shuffle. Map size, standard. Advanced options. Anything else I need to do in here? Representation standard age length. No, we're all good. Here we go. We roll the dice, and who is Kahuna playing as today? Tell us, Don Pardo. Well, Kahuna, you are going to be playing as... Oh, we don't know yet. Yeah, this is the exciting part of the game, isn't it? Hourglass. And it didn't take this long the other night. Maybe I just wasn't doing it. Oh,
the
here we go.
path to glory requires the guidance of a steady hand. Can Maria, hardy as the Himalayas, become the stewards of the world.
Alright, so I'm playing as Trong Trak. For a brief period in what is now Vietnam, two sisters, Trong Trak and Trong Ni, stood against the might of the Han dynasty. When her husband was sentenced to death, Trong Trak and her sister fought on, gaining independence for 3 years before the Han counterattack. They are still held up as symbols of symbols of Vietnamese independence and divinities in their own right. God. The Maurya rose from a land of incredible cultural diversity, but one reeling from war. From Chandragupta's conquests of Alexander the Great's successors, the dynasty reached its height under Ashoka, who embraced non-violence and tolerance. Balancing open-mindedness with military might, the Maurya built an empire that was as wise as it was glorious, until its fall to an assassin's blade. So, well, so it was a non-violent and tolerant group when it comes to the Mauryan Empire, but Trong Trak fought. We'll see how that goes. All right, so my gifts here are the Maurya Unique Cavalry Unit, which is a Purabhetra, plus 5 combat strength against fortified districts, and ignores zone of control. That's cool. Dharamshala, plus 3 happiness and plus 1 science adjacency for quarters and wonders. Mauryan Unique Happiness Building. It's ageless. Awesome, but that means it stays forever. Nagarika, Maurya Unique Settler, Civilian Unit, capable of founding new towns. That's plus 2 happiness on city halls. Nice. And Vihara, plus 3 happiness, plus 1 culture adjacency for mountains and wonders. Mauryan Unique Happiness Building. Okay, so it looks like I need to build near mountains, near wonders, and I need to build some quarters while I'm at it. Awesome. Means I gotta go search. There we go. I see no mountains. Well, that's awesome. Let's see, what are my yields like? In here, 101 there. There, 101 there. Oh, much better. We're going to go there to start, I think. Not too bad either, but we got culture here. Get jade. So, since I'm trying to be a cultural being, we're going to go right to there. Stay up as late as possible on night shifts for 2 shifts starting tomorrow. Oh, well, so at least you get a long period before you start. You know, morning shifts to night shifts, I never minded. Night shifts to morning shifts killed me. All right. So I have arrived. Excuse you. And I'm going to put my settler here. Now, I know it says I should put it here. But I want that jade and I want that culture like that. So, it's not going to let me. I have to go back here. Fine, you bastards. I guess I get the use of it anyway, but... Alright, so my first city has been built. Alright, now since I'm going for cultural, I guess I'm going to go right to there and say, is it there? And I get a quarry if I build here, so... Oh, +1 on housing. Alright. I have built a quarry. Choose production. What am I going to build in this city? Well, for safety, I'm going to build the warrior first. Now I have to choose a technology. Well, let's see which technologies. Animal husbandry gets me culture first. +1 food, +1 production. Like I said, I'm trying to get cultural here. And choose production. Now, you can build the scout. Now, the one thing I don't like that they took away from other Civ games is you used to be able to send your scout out on an autonomous Search. Hey, go out and look for stuff. They don't do that anymore. All right. The warrior we're going to fortify here. Now we're waiting. Oh, I get to grow my city again. Anything else that gets me culture? No, so now I want science. One's going to be the best one to give me more science. I've got 3 of them that would work. Go here. Let's go here. That gives me a nice solid block there.
The caged bird watches butterflies with envy.
I don't know who they got to get that voice. It's semi-familiar. I haven't looked it up. The only thing I don't like is it's very stilted. It's like, the caged bird watches butterflies. Envy. And it's like, read the sentence. Very breathy and pausy. All right. I've got to pick my technology here. Masonry continues my cultural one on. Science will be my second one. All right, I just built a scout. Let's help our city a little bit by building a granary. Ooh, we've got Slinger, though. I want Slinger. Only 3 turns. Slinger helps protect. Scout. Increase the search. Lookout increases range. Yeah, see, it used to be you could automate them. Hey, go out and look. But no, now you have to do it yourself. Wait, that a great wonder? Off you go. Nope, I've met a new civilization.
Yenek hur iuf ms hachipsut. Bera dejeset kemet.
Okay. I am Horus in human flesh, Hapshut, hero of the Red Lands and the Black Lands. A lot of sand. I thought it was more like tan. Well, I can give a friendly greeting, a neutral greeting, or a hostile greeting. I always tend to give friendly greetings unless they've done something nasty. All right. How much do I have? I have 40. I never, if I can avoid it, give open borders. No way I'm letting you traipse through my land. But I could do research collaboration. That could help. It's early on. All right. They support it. All right, I need now a civic mysticism. Gives me culture. And choose a government. Well, again, I'm going for culture. Classical Republic it is. A 20 culture for 6 turns. I have social policies available. All right, so let's see. I get 2 slots, and I have 2 available. Oh, there we go. Firm. Now, a narrative choice. A worker files a complaint about stolen tools. The accused thief, however, claims to have found the tools discarded in a public place. Does that make them unowned? I can order the tools returned, which will bring 33 happiness, or finder's keeper shall be the whole of the law. No, return them, you bastard. They revealed a new civics tree. Marian civics. Excellent. All right, our units, what we're going to do. All right, so you have found them. So that's not really a mountain, is it? No. Let's go this way. I have a hunch it's going to be hard to find mountains. Diplomatic action. 15. Support. I get 10 per turn. Cultural exchange. Well, what do you mean I don't? Oh, I don't have it. Alright. He's gonna get more. I don't like it. I can't afford anything else. The scout. I can go this way now. Just gonna circle until we find what we need. More diplomatic action. Requesting that I open the borders. Hell to the no. Go away. Choose production. Alright. Back in my city. What can I create? I think I just created a slinger, so I don't need another one yet. But we'll go with the granary. Because that's going to help in growth. And it doesn't really matter where I put it, so I'm going to put it here. Slinger. Okay, so the slinger, I want to fortify him, but I can't until I move the other dude. We're going to move him here. The slinger, be able to fortify the slinger. Why can't they?
This land has owners.
Niwasu Falls. It has an owner. What? Damn it. Niwasu Falls, on the border of Argentina and Brazil. Found it. And has an owner. Alright, so I've fortified my slinger back where he should be. I need now is a settler. General face webbed with scars, pounds Trong Truck's council table. There can be no true independence without expansion, he insists. An architect with steepled fingers shakes his head, claiming a strong local culture is the only path to freedom. Huh. Oh, if I go with the general, I get one warrior. If I select the architect at 50 culture, which is good, now I can do happiness. Again, cultural dude, going with the culture. Now I have a quest. I have 2 monuments. So to build 2 monuments, I got to have 2 cities. I'm now going to move this guy all the way over here. Scout is going to go this way.
He was the first to construct a wall, 80 miles in length, which was to separate the barbarians from the Romans.
Hey, I'm Benjamin
Greetings.
Franklin.
I am Benjamin Franklin, doctor, scientist, writer, and full of advice, whether you will listen or not.
Well, hey, Ben. I greet you kindly. No open borders, no. Not gonna do anything yet. I can get to grow my city. Alright. Anything cultural? No. Science would be next. I guess it's probably the best one now. Use of technology. Henry 2. Or culture. Ooh, marble. Not a mountain to be found yet. I have a wonder, so I'm going to send the next settler there. I will do open markets.
There is another world, but it is in this one.
I'm not sure what that means. Plus 2 in all gold settlements. No, I'm good with what I have right now. You know what? I should do that. No, not great works. This. Track my culture progress. Track my science progress. Season 2. To choose a pantheon. This one takes the most time. Either science or culture. No. No. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, I can't have that. What can I have? Nothing. Oh. I have to pick 2. It's 1. 2. Boom. Alright. So, I need to construct a wonder. I have to research writing and have 2 monuments. Oh, let's build that first monument. Yeah, we're going to build it right where it says I should. Now, let's go this way. Is that a mountain? It is a mountain. No, we're not doing open borders. Just, you know, no. Reject it. I don't think so. How do you go this way? I've got mountains and I got a
He
good
was
plane,
the
so that's a
first
good
to
one.
construct.
Use the technology. Well, it says I need writing, so we're going to look at the tree. Select writing, that means I got to do pottery first, but that's okay. Right? And some cotton. Choose a celebration. Oh, of course. I want the culture for 6 turns. Well, now I can just take that one.
There is another world, but it is in this one.
We heard that already.
All are made
Ooh.
of clay.
What? Land networks plus food. Yeah. We're going to swap that out. Plus 4 food means it's going to grow. Civic. Our local gives me 2 more in culture. And we're going to go with that. Get to go that way. Awesome. Warriors. God of wisdom cult demands strict obeisance. Yeah, we want the culture. That's stuff. First, something here. It's building the monument. I can buy Can't buy another settler. Grow the city. Oh, we can add specialists. Oh, can't add a specialist there. I can't add any specialists. Right, do we have? And he gives me culture. No. One gives me the best science combination. I think it's gonna be this one. All right. So what will I build since I now have monument? I am going to build Nagarika. Because I'm going to try to settle over there by Iwasu Falls. What? You bastard. Reject. You're not open. You're not coming up through my land. You haul ass. I need to heal. Oh, more mountains. No. I'm not denouncing anybody. Y'all can warmonger all you want. All right, let's just heal him up.
The spoken word conquers all thought, but the written word commands it.
Right. What did I get out of this? Libraries. A wonder. Continuously generate science equal to 25%. Just impose stone, maintain a tradition. We're gonna stick with wood. Progress marches on, driven by discovery. The people's thirst to know the workings of the world cannot be quenched. Plus one scientific attribute. I've got 2 attributes to hand out here. And we have 1 cultural. 1 culture per age on Palace and City Halls. All right. And 1 scientific. 1 science on Palace and City Halls. All right. We boosted things up a little bit there. Open my borders. No. Quit asking. None of these give me culture right off the bat. Writing 2. Plus 1 on science buildings. Gain 1 codex. Housing and Science Advisory Committee. Okay. Sailing. Irrigation. Irrigation. I think that one's going to be the best one. Needs to grow faster. Oh, I've met another civilization. Who this time? I am Pachacuti, favorite of the sun and child of the mountains. Check in my presence as the earth itself does. That's a lot of words. Let's see. Friendly greeting. Of course. You know, just to keep him on our good side, a research collaboration will work. My production. So I got my, I just let's build an altar, which gives me a ton of stuff. 1113. It gives me more culture? No. It gives me more science? No. We're gonna build it here, I think. Yes. Okay. Well, now it wants me to do writing too. Great, thanks. And my city again. Well, it looks like I should go this way. Oops. Alright, this is... Settler, where was the waterfalls?
Remain less interested in who we imagine ourselves to be than in what we can do for one another.
Alright. Guard. +3 combat strength for fortified districts. No, I'm okay right now. I don't have any fortified districts, so it doesn't matter. Use a civic. Payment. If I build a Coliseum. We're going to go with this. Gives me a lot more stuff. No, I'm not denouncing anyone. I want this. I want that. These guys are just a pain.
The essence of all beings is the earth. The earth water. The water plants. Plants man. And man speech.
Okay. You say so. And technology. Writing 2 is part of my quest up here, so we're going to research that. Oh, here. I get to build it right away. Don't. I guess let's go there. I wanted to build that. Scout's back to normal, so go up here.
The spoken word conquers all thought, but the written word commands it.
And so I got writing 2. Face the legend. Devotees surround a large tree, running their fingers over its rough bark. They believe it is the home of a lucky spirit. I can collect tribute fees from them. Embrace the legend to attract farmers, or dispel this foolish superstition. Yes, we're going to embrace the legend. Legends are legends. Oh, we have another one. The Trimurti. Surveyors and holy people have chosen a site for the new shrine, and a priest comes adorned with color for the dedication ceremony. Worshippers are already gathering to hear how the finest materials will be used to create statues of Brahma, lover of the arts, Vishnu, god of kings, or Shiva, the end and the beginning. Gives me +1 warrior. Vishnu gives me more production towards training, and happiness towards the next celebration. You know what? Let's go with happiness. Yet another choice. Satisfied at last, the writer sets down their quill. They have spent countless hours writing down words only to scratch them out and rewrite them. All will be worth it. Each one reader finds joy in this text. Thinking of doing a business course at some point. What kind of business? What kind of business are you thinking, Stretch? Are you thinking just in general, or what is it you're thinking along? I haven't hit the ocean, so I'm not going to worry about sailing yet. See that there? Wonders of the world. None of us have built anything. I'm tied for first in age progress. I'm behind in science. Behind on Silk Roads and Pax Imperatoria. Production. All right. Well. Yes, I do. Let's build another settler first. Idea for a hot chocolate shop. That could be good. I mean, in the summer, you'd have to have a different focus, I think, for the summer. Although, it's cooler in the summer there than it is here. But you'd have to have something that works for the summer. Something to bring them in. But, what do I know? Just my thought. I have found a volcano. Let's see here, which way do I want to expand? That has culture. Iced coffees, iced hot chocolate, yes.
Those
yes, it is a
who know
thing.
true wisdom
Milkshakes, yeah,
are
see now
one
you
with
got
thee,
it.
O
Then you
God.
get the whole year round. When it's cold, you've got the hot coffees, you've got the hot chocolate, maybe, you know, donuts, pastries, whatever. And then in the winter you would do, yeah, that's a great idea, Stretch. Don't know how much it costs to open something like that. Serve matcha? That's on you, buddy. I am not a matcha guy. And we have culture and these. Science. Civic. No. Yeah, let's go with everything. I gotta build a library. That was dumb. What am I building? Purchase a library? No. Library, we'll put alrighty. Yeah. Up here, see what's up here. I like just taking my scouts around. 20K. Well, yeah, I mean, no, you have to cater to your customers, and if you've got a substantial amount of people who are going to want matcha, you serve matcha. I mean, that's simple. The volcano is exploding. One of the deadliest explosions known to mankind. I guess it was a pretty big volcano. Get to expand my town. All right. Again, culture first, science second. Science. Science! A little tribute to Thomas Dolby there. Science! I met a new civilization. Another one.
Akina newa halakwa yasi pemtheta yetepi kiki pasi pepaki. Nila hina. Te kamthe. Hina paloe yase la matchtata.
See a star that crosses the night sky like a bolt of lightning. It is me, Tecumseh. The one who leaps great distances. Friendly greeting to you, sir. Yeah, let's do a research collaboration with you two. To grow my city again. No culture. No science. This way. Oh, I've got this guy now. I guess we do well with mountains. These are mountains. Off you go. You, sir, can go this way. Oh, somebody's fighting over
He
there.
heard these horrors, and his spirit stirred, and spurred to action, he sheathed his skin in burnished bronze.
So, Stretch, do you have a way to get that kind of money? I'm just a poor old guy. Two, sailing, yeah. Oh, I get another celebration! Yay! Happiness, there we go. Yeah. I've had lots of ideas for businesses. Money is always the problem. Last big one we tried, Grumpy and I were going to start a business where we escape rooms have had a fair amount of popularity. They're not as big as they were 3, 4, or 5 years ago now, but they're still there. We've done one, enjoyed the hell out of it. But we were going to do one that was mobile. So Grumpy spent about, I think he spent about $1,500, maybe $2,000, I think, or something like that, and bought an RV. And we were going to make that the basis for an escape room, where the entire thing was inside the RV. And we just didn't have the money to really fit it out. You know, did the initial purchase of the RV, but everything else was just take time to build up. And so he ended up just selling it. Lucky for him, he doubled his money on it. So, you know, that didn't suck. But yeah, money is always... That's true, I think, for any business, really, is that money is your big issue. Well, why are you getting in my way, sir? Moved. Trying to get the girl again. Science. I'm going to claim this that's right up against them, and that keeps them from coming this way. All right, now. Defenseless settlement. Oh, yeah, I better. I could probably buy a defender. Archer it is. Trailing in civics and cultures? How'd they get ahead of me? Alright, the seat of authority has traditionally been shared among representatives from different towns. Some have begun to argue that those who live in the capital are better poised to delegate issues to the rest, and their voices growing louder. I maintain distributed power, I get plus 10 production in all in constructing buildings. Consolidated, I get plus 15 production. Buildings of Palaputra. And you know what? I need that in the capital. Alright, now, what do we do here? Expand. Whoop, cultures first. They have silk. Boom, there we go. Resources assignments available, yes. Let's send that silk to the capital. That will make the capital happier. That's the settlement. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Enough to buy? I don't think I have enough to buy yet. No. Archer is going to fortify there. Alright, we can grow the town again. Alright, of the two with science, that's the better. Need right off the bat.
Even a great carpenter does not abandon his string.
Alright, so what do I get now? I get a villa, ballistas. Cool. I get the elephants. I can gain vision of all the target commanders. What do we got? One's working 2, wheel 2. Failing. Or bronze working 2. There you go there. Tell me what's around. Yeah, still can't put specialists down. Of all the ones, there's none with culture, but of all the ones with science, this one looks awesome. Oh, right next to the volcano. Got the archer. All right, archer, you need to make your way over here quickly. Put it over there. He should continue his walk. Oh, we finally found it.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players.
Nuclear works. Really. I got available here. It's. No, we'll go with this one. Yeah, more units can. How about trying? Surplus. Oh. Discipline. Yeah, we'll go with this. Okay, well. I hit the coastline.
He heard these horrors and his spirit stirred, and spurred to action, he sheathed his skin in burnished bronze.
All right, then. Uh-oh. Somebody's taking over in my city. All right, time to open up a can of whoop ass. Have enough to purchase? Yes. All right. Oh, I have a lot of influence, eh? All right. Who's worst off here? They're friendly. They're friendly. They're unfriendly, and they're unfriendly. Here's the first one I met. She's the closest. Let's see what I can do there. New research collaboration. Oh, rejected it. Well, to you, Missy. How are you, Ben? All right, both of you are going to be assholes. All right, we know who the assholes are already. Can't go anywhere that way. What the hell's going on? Ah, there's nowhere to go. You bastards. They razed my village. You will pay! There's Mrs. K. Oh, must be a little slow. She's sending me a game. A battlefield nourishes the soil with iron. Deep within the layers of earth, life begins anew. Remnants of the human cost of war feed into an endless cycle of loss and revival. I got gold. Or, winning. Alright, we're going to build this real quick. Oh, they busted a kid at Mrs. K's school. Nicotine vape in his sock. Remember, Mrs. K is at an elementary school. Nicotine vape in his sock brought from home, found under the couch. Suspended for 2 days only because he was forthcoming and honest. Kid hitting a nicotine vape, elementary school. I got nothing. I got nothing here. In here. Okay, who's next? Lista. Takes a while to move those things. This Archer. I'll let him heal. And Scout. Like that. Hit them yet? No. Dang. Getting their butt kicked over there. You will send over this one.
Preserve the health of the healthy and break the cause of disease.
All right. I like that. +1 gold for every 5 surplus happiness in cities. I don't think that beats anything I've got. Who's a civic? Alright, we'll use that. Just going to fortify there. Fortify you. Actually, we're gonna wait if there's a... Who we're going to go...
The truly brave never boast.
Truly brave never boast. We should tell that to our president. Oh, cool. I can get the cavalry in it. Going with that. We'll need to chase some of these bastards away. Alright. We're going to build the Colosseum first. That is a good spot for it. Need to research math and build an academy. Also need to build a monument. Alright, you. Let us know. You. Go south, young man. Yay, more culture. New policy. I will do +2 happiness. Expand the town. Done with science, so this one works best. New resource. Camels. Well, I need to see if I can buy. Can't. Damn it. Alright, Mr. Scout. Still listening down there? Yep. Alright, head this way.
For those who are born, death is certain. And for those who are dead, birth is certain.
All right. New civic. Another +1 science. Right. Yeah. You're first. None. Science. Well, that's the best one right there. I love watching those guys fly. Take that. Nope. kind of surrounded. Oh. Yeah, I'm trailing now because freaking Ben stole shit from me. I almost took him out. They're screaming over there. You are done. I can't go anywhere. May have to abandon this scout at some point. Alright, that archer can go back and start some more.
Iron made this promise. By the tongs and the hammer, many trees I can injure, but I shall not kill the best of heroes.
Okay, I guess it all depends on who the hero is. Male military, and we're gonna go to Will. Well, this ain't good. Should have gone with sailing.
Even a great carpenter does not abandon his string.
Ambition drives innovation. Still so much to discover and explore, mastering a skill becomes the work of a lifetime. I can choose to get +1 on my codex or plus 134 science. I'm gonna go with the science. Technology? I'm gonna go with sailing this time. My dude. Check things out. Alright, so +1 gold for every 5 surplus. Happiness, +4 happiness on military buildings. 3 combat strength for fortified districts. 2 gold in all settlements. How am I doing on gold? Let's go with the +2 gold for me. Still learning Sade.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum, Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls, with it shall fall the world.
Are you not entertained?
The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea.
Alright, we get to grow one of the towns. Again, let's... No culture. We have science over here. Between these two, currency is probably the best. Production. Oracle. Excellent. A spot for it. Found focus available. have some money, I can purchase an altar, ancient walls, given... Yeah, I need to defend this city. Ballista it is. We're going to continue to just grow the town for now. Now I can take him out on the ocean. Ooh.
Test a servant in duty, a relative in difficulty, a friend in adversity, and a wife in misfortune. When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is.
No joke, Oscar. Among the Moria, two methods of storytelling compete in popularity. Scribes narrate epics through ink, and sculptors chisel narrative into stone. And if I let the scribes capture the tales, I get +1 in military. But if I let the sculptors do it, I get +1 in science. We're going with the science because, you know, you can use the extra points. Here to the science tree. Plus 25% science towards researching tech masteries, or plus 15% production towards constructing buildings. Right now we're going to go building. I still need to research mathematics. I'm going to go to the tree. Mathematics is what it wants me to learn. I'm going to choose mathematics here. Need another monument. A little rowboat with his dog.
Do nothing which is of no use.
Ooh, Commander has available promotion points. Well, let's promote him. This one, movement, and units. Commander. I'm gonna go with Bastion. Alright, then hold the line, plus 2 combat strength for 1 units. Okay, let's do that. Stations, and then... Alright. Basically, we'll make him a great defender. Specific code of laws. Culture. Motions to award. I just did that. I did that already. Build fortifications. The rising storm. Great civilizations of the world have risen, and in their rise, others too ascend. Once, metalworking, agriculture, and the growth of cities were limited to points on the landscape. Now, these are commonplace in all but the most remote corners of the world. Those once thought barbarians now lay equal claim to the mantle of civilization, and the learning of the city centers extends far beyond the boundaries of the known world. With this comes the question, why are you ascendant? We are not. Continue the crisis. Yay! I think I'm gonna have to choose what jacking me up this time around. Alright. We have none for culture, so the best science one. That. Or that. You know what? We'll go with this one. Choose a crisis policy. Alright. So -6 combat strength against independent powers. Okay. Plus 100 gold to maintain military units. No. -10 gold for each city-state you are suzerain of. You know what? I'm going to choose that because I'm not a suzerain, so it'll cost me nothing. Let's try going here and see what's over here. Plus influence. Let's try it again. Ben is hostile to me. Let's reconcile Ben. You seem to be sort of reasonable. Let's see if we can improve her. Research collaboration. What say you? Decadent. Well, hell with you then. So I'll give it to you. And I'll give it to you. Oh, military aid. Oh, let's skip that. What about you? Friendly. All right, let's try that. Orders? No, nothing there either. It's just take, take, take. Always take, never give, always take. All right, Mr. Scout. What's to look at there?
Perfection is achieved,
Engineering has been achieved.
not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away.
The amphitheater and the blacksmith are now available to me.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
I have oratory. Petra. I can now establish merchants. I gain a free merchant. I can improve trade relations. Right then. Movement plus 1 science for every... no. No. Not gonna change anything there. Civic. Citizenship, because it gives me more culture. A trade opportunity. Right then. Roma looks like the best place to go. Let's send the merchant there. Long coast here. Don't think of that. You going? Confirm the route. Of roads. Trade caravan is lost in the wilderness. The merchants in charge argue over how to find their route once more. One insists that he can read the stars. The other sighs, for once, you just ask. He says, pointing to my homestead. As for directions, you can just ask. More resources. Well, put this down here. I cannot because it's not a city one, but this can go. Clay is in Kasombi town. City. Jade. Camels. Twice as much jade. I have earned 1 cultural legacy point, One legacy option for the next age. And a diplomatic attribute point.
I count the grains of sand on the beach and measure the sea. I understand the speech of the dumb and hear the voiceless.
Fancy joint. All right. I'm learning that. I need 2 more wonders, and I need 1 more monument. Let's see. Can I just buy a monument here? No. Let's quickly... Yeah. Units, alright. Where are you going, my friend? Oh, nowhere fast, apparently. Have a path back to my homeland? Yes. Go there. Oh, I can't go there. Huh. I'm going to take culture for 6 turns again. Which policy helps them? +1 happiness, +1 science. +2 influence per turn. What have I got with 11? Yeah, let's do that. More influence. No way ashore. Well, that's kind of sucky. Put that in the ocean. Hey, Bree! Almost said good morning, but it's actually evening. I just got off work about an hour ago, so I've been settling back and home and resting. Hello! My feet hurt from standing on my feet for 5 hours. You need new shoes again soon. Skechers has a great brand, has a great line of work shoes that are awesome. All right, what shall I build? How many wonders I can build? Oh. Theater. +6. Alright, where am I going to send you, friend? Right to there. You can't go anywhere. Yeah, look specifically for the Skechers that are work shoes. I have a pair of dress shoe looking shoes that are Skechers. I got them when I worked at the casino and I was walking between 5 and 10 miles a day on the casino floor. And they really, really helped. Yeah, the more you walk on your feet, the sooner you gotta get new ones. In the spaces between, in the distant points on the map, the steady growth of prosperity and population intensifies, even as the great civilizations of the world expand. Land once thought wasteland turns to pasture. Expanding families mean more second and third children eager to make a name for themselves. Missions grow. Eyes of the steppes, mountains, forests and deserts turn hungrily. Great cities. I must continue. Crisis. Shoulder is doing much better. I can now raise it. Let's see. I haven't done anything to loosen it yet today. I can get to about there. That starts getting painful there. I go to therapy tomorrow morning. I'm doing therapy twice a week. So I go tomorrow morning, and we'll work on it. I was able to get it almost all the way over my head. I mean, in the shower. That's because the hot water loosens the muscle, and I haven't done anything to loosen that up. So it's, you know, it needs help. It's going to get there. I'm going to see probably have range of motion therapy now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, one of the things they have me doing is this little exercise where I walk my fingers up the wall up until I feel it tighten up and then walk them back down. And they said, you know, if you can do it in the shower, it's even better because the warm water loosens the muscles and allows you to do it a little further. The side effect of that, however, is that I usually take a shower at night. I go to bed, then the shoulder gets cold and everything tightens up again. So I have to keep doing it. Yeah, it's an interesting little exercise. You just do that. I actually, over the weekend, we went down to Huntington Beach with Offspring number 2. I stayed the night there Saturday night. This Kahuna was there Friday and Saturday. And we hung out in the hot tub Saturday afternoon. Yeah, Saturday afternoon. And met a couple there who, he's a firefighter and he had the same basic surgery. But he gave me a bunch of tips that he used to get back into, get his arm back into a working order. Because a firefighter's got to be able to, you know, swing tools. So, you know. Oh. Pick that one. I haven't fought any independent powers. Yeah, so you know, we chatted for a while. It turns out somebody was down in Huntington Beach, but these people live
in the spacing
10 minutes from us. In the hot tub on Saturday in a hotel too. It was nice. We buried my grandpa. I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I'm sorry to hear about your grandpa. That sucks. I spent very little time with my grandparents because they were in Argentina. So I didn't really get to know them. Which is a blessing and a curse, because it means I didn't get to know them. No? Mathematics. Already a mathematics. Hell? Oh, because I just finished. Take that. I can do future tech already. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, when it's your parent, it's tough. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Bree. Yeah, mine,
After the assembly gathered, the elders
last time
gave
I saw
their
either
answer.
of them was in 1976. Both had passed away by about 1985. Don't date yourself? No, man, I'm a lousy date. Don't. They talk all the time about how old I am. Man. But almost broke it off. Oof. Okay. Offspring number 2 is going through a similar thing. So they are. Yeah, they had to set some boundaries for themselves, and we'll see what happens. It's important that you set boundaries. and really work to make sure that people don't cross them. Nice poor scouts. I think he doesn't know what to do. Expand your town. Yeah. Anything with science anymore. Yeah, I mean, if you don't set the boundaries, and sometimes we make the mistake of assuming that people will know what our boundaries are. And it's not true. Finally voiced some stuff, told him like my fears are about the same as his. He doesn't learn to be alone without me filling the void for him, and I don't want to be like that where he's you. You know, good guys do. Good guys do own up to stuff. Because we realize we're not anywhere close to perfect. No? And yes, I call myself a good guy. Up. Why? Why did you wake up? Who hit you? Who hurt you, Archer? Just heal. Oh, volcano hurt you. Sorry, dude. The nice part of why he was going down. Go down. My skin mama. Yeah. Yeah, if both of you have to make the time for each other, and you have to meet each other in the middle. Well, that's just that plain and simple. Ambition finds a home in the hearts of the once scattered people of the places in between. A great scourge is amassed with an eye towards the settled world. Scourge is not one strand, but many. Each an army led by commanders, taking their own chance at dominion, seeking to claim the mantle of civilization. Leave it shattered. With their arrival comes a fracturing of what peace remains in the land. Time has come to kill, be killed, fight or perish, to seek to catch the whirlwind. Net. Awesome. Basically telling me somebody's gonna come and like try to open up a can of whoop ass on me. Motherfuckers. Alright. I gotta select 2 of these policies. Have any specializations yet, so that works. What am I making? Ooh. I'm gonna go with this one. Got resource assignments here. Silk to the capital. We're on an ad break. Maybe he has kids, and I understand kids are always a priority, but yep. Oh, we'll be back after the ad. We'll continue this. I have thoughts on the kid part. Once again, the volcano hits my archer. Damn it, volcano.
After the assembly gathered, the elders gave their answer.
There. Yes, I can. This one's expanded about as much. Monument I can. Citizens congregate at the monuments, admiring their fine craftsmanship. United together under the leadership of Trung Truck, they all agree that freedom awaits. Plus 50 culture, yes. Civic. Wait, civic. Working on that. Dr. Wonders, guys. You research mathematics. Well, it's not showing me a check mark that I have. But, Longest. Civic, give us one of culture. I have more resources. Oh, more. I'm another slot. All right. On units. I have to wait. Another turn. Finally done with ads. Okay, so I have thoughts on the kid thing. That's a difficult one to navigate. His kids are going to be a priority. They have to be because they depend on him. And that's something that you have to be okay with. Yes, you should have your time as well. At some point, that time is probably going to be with him and the kids. You know, it's, and it's also going to be about how you relate with the kids. Because you can love someone deeply, but if there's just issues with the kids and you, it's never going to work. In my last relationship, we actually cared very much for each other. But offspring number 3 and her, fire and alcohol. I mean, more like fire and gunpowder. It never worked. If it was just the two of us, it was great. But the minute offspring number 3 was introduced, it went to hell because the two of them weren't getting along. And that's the way it is. You know? It just wasn't going to work. Haven't met the kids yet. You guys have been together how long? And your town. Guess we're just gonna go with this. 9 months, but he had 2 hell related students, so I
An
understand.
eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
I also understand it. But that's maybe a conversation you two should have is, when would you feel comfortable with me meeting the kids? Definitely not a, like you're staying overnight or anything like that, but an outing, You guys go to a park or you go to a movie or something. Just to see how the kids react to you and how you react to the kids. Before they see you around all the time. In many cases, the kids are like, hey, this is a new person. This is awesome. Sometimes it's, you trying to replace mom. And you need to have that experience with them before it gets too deep, because you need to know whether it's going to, or it will be hell for both of you. The scourge has ended and the world yet turns, but its shape is unfamiliar. Peoples displaced from their homelands make new homes where they have settled. Forever gone is a world of a singular city in a vast barbarian hinterland. No, now those that city dwellers once looked down upon wear their own crowns. Tongues once thought unfit for the capital are spoken by monarchs. The ancient era has passed on to a new time of interconnection. Even we have not remained untouched. A wave of refugees and immigrants reshape who we are, what tongue we speak, what stories. Age, equity. Put your clothes in the wash. Quit being stinky. Over here. I'll do that. Oh, I got all mine already. He didn't say he doesn't want me to meet them. Hasn't happened yet. Then, like I said, ask the question. When do you think we can try something and you know, where I can meet the kids? That's, you know, that's something that's important. Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't be a priority. In fact, I absolutely believe you should be. But you gotta meet the kids. I've been through this a couple times. Mainly on the guy having the kid in. And I was a single dad. So it's a little different. Antiquity age comes to an end. Right, rewards. Legacy option for the next age and a cultural attribute point. And a legacy option for the next age. Diplomatic attribute point. Yay. Age rankings. Wonders of the Ancient World, I'm second. Which is awesome, because that's the cultural end, and I'm trying for, and I'm second. Pax Imperatoria. I'm dead last. Almost. I'm fourth. Great Library, the Science. Dead last. Awesome. Silk Roads. There's the merchants. Dead last. So I'm probably going to lose this game again. Continue. A yellow background color. And I've completed all the tutorial challenges. I think it will vibe well with the kids. Just him and I need to figure out some more things out for it. No, it's come on, Bree. You've heard us dumb stuff on this stream. I totally get that. My guess is part of the reason why he feels that way is he hasn't felt safe before, or his trust has been damaged in previous relationships. That's a ghost you're going to have to deal with, Fro. Okay? You're going to have to deal with the fact that you're going to be fighting his ghosts. Up to you whether the relationship is worth it. Same for me to him, and he knows this too. Yeah. this one? Am I? Okay, so what do I get? All cities except the capital receive +1 specialist limit. After the expiration rate of the specialist limit increase goes away, but the specialists become inactive until you it. 8% production towards Borobudur. Naval unit. Unique missionary. Unique quarter. Alright. Try it. Both been black sheeps of families and used. Then
The earth cries out
you
for
do the best you can.
stewards. The Mojo Pite shall answer. And by wisdom, power, and grace, the fields will sing their name.
All right, then. I'm still in Vietnam. Sort of. Vast great Hindu kingdom of Indonesia arose with the surprise betrayal of Kublai Khan's navy, paving the way for the Majapahit. Majapahit, who conquered and controlled the spiced islands at the dawn of the global era. After 300 years of dominance, the winds began to change. Muslim trade networks sidelined the Majapahit state, forcing them to the island of Bali, but their legacy remains. Boom. Alright, I get to choose my legacies here. Your exploration age has begun. Alright, so I that. Confirm my legacy. I have 3 points to assign. 2 in cultural. And I have 1 in diplomacy. We'll raise the happiness. Let's keep my people happy. Always a good thing. Otherwise, I've been working on a new writing goal, trying to write a 500 plus words per day and get into the habit of writing. I saw that on Threads that you're trying to do the 500 words a day, and that's, you know what? That's, for you, I'm guessing that is totally doable. Alignments. Look. Camel. One cave, great one that day. You know what? If you keep it to 500 a day, then what you're doing is you're not saying you're going to stop at 500. You're saying you're going to get at least 500. So that means on those days where you're not really feeling it, you've got a low enough goal to hit. And if you're into it, keep going. But don't get into the one trap that a lot of people do. I wrote 1,500 a day. I don't have to write for 3 days. It probably does stress you out. Oh. Monarchy. Who's a technology? Alright, what do I got here? Building. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of stuff it's going to go through. Piety. Alright, +1 science. Happiness. Alright, here we go. Cycle. Ready challenge, take 50k in a month challenge. I need to make my challenge a little more attainable to feel like I'm doing something. But yeah, think of it as like stretch goals on a fundraiser. You got your small goal. You hit it? Great. Now what's your stretch goal? Yeah, and then keep going like that. Makes absolute sense. Right? We'll go right here. The archer. Keep until someone shows up. You. Where are you going, sir? Oh. You can hold up until somebody shows up. Same thing with you. Same thing with you. Alright. Cabal Foundation now. Hone in my craft better so I gotta start small. Yep. Set yourself attainable goals. Not so easy that it's like done, but attainable. Yes, Ben, I'll collaborate with you on scientific endeavors. Army Commander, you know what? Let's have you go here. The archer. I have a ship. Oh, I can bombard the bad guys from here. Oh, that's sweet. Bye. I don't have any wonders I can build. And all my big heavy stuff. Guess I can't. Heavy archer. Settler. Here. Well, I can see for right now. Up you go. I got about 12 minutes left on stream, and then I have to halt in the game because I have to make dinner for Mrs. K. She deserves a hot cooked meal. I mean, hell, she pays all the bills. All right, Trung Truck settlements grow like blooms in a field, and so too does the people's sense of community and belonging. So we can all work together for a common goal, or all share the same faith in the divine. We will work together for a common goal. Right, I need to expand the town again. To look for culture, then science, neither. This is the best one to go to. Having tacos. Those are good. We are having brisket with cheesy cavatappi, which is like a spirally noodle. No, cavatappi is a hollow noodle. It is Cinco de Mayo. And yesterday was Star Wars Day. Again, I strike at thee. Yeah, groan all you want. I'm taking you down, bastards. In the shadow of giants, Colosseum looms large in the landscape, an awe-inspiring reminder of the games of old. These days, artisans position to use the space for their vast workshops, but displaced communities, already sheltering within its vaults. Production of Colosseum. Or happiness. Yeah, we're going to do happiness. Colosseum is now a residential space. Bombard these guys again.
The map was a model for rather than a model of what it purported to represent.
Right. What the heck happened with my... Did I lose my scout? I did. Down here somewhere. In the ocean. Yeah, I guess when I changed age, I lost him. That sucks. Alright. So this city now can have... wolf. No wonder, is it? Alright, let's see here. You, heavy archer, sir. Go join your boss over here. You, eat up on these guys some more. Ally myself with Ben Franklin. Well, alright. Means if I get attacked, he's got to fight. These guys are healing as much as I'm hitting. Sucks. Ben Franklin can start an additional trade route with me? Absolutely. I need to start a trade route then. I need to build a merchant. We're just going to keep beating up on these guys until I'm ready to attack. Who are you? Hamza. No science, but this one's... Here. Science, so which one's got the best? What's that? Oh yes, Takundo's going after him.
I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha.
That's a lot of people to take refuge in. Inspiration. Plus 20 food for turn. Plus 30 production towards training cavalry naval units. You know, we'll do food, because that expands us. There we go. Who's production? Temple. Okay, I can assign it. Why can't I assign it there? Well.
There
Almost took him
exists
out.
beyond the world a void without a terminal limit. 1,000,000 worlds beyond this world.
Swordsman. Huh. Oh, the swordsman. That. You guys battle it out. Yes. I have destroyed them. A battlefield in Urus, we've seen this one before. Thanks, Tecumseh. Research collaboration, sure. Get his ass out. Oh, not quite. Open markets. Yes, I will. Couldn't have gotten that close, Sparky. Alright, let's you heal up a little bit. That took care of your ass. I will take care of your ass. Wow. Free from work at last. Welcome, Losi. Ah, where shall I expand this time? Oh, look, science. Culture anywhere, so science. Production. Nothing. Cutter +2 science. Bazaar, same. We'll go with the bazaar. Bizarre. Right. I get to grow the city. There. Create a religion. We'll use this little flower thing. And what's the religion going to be? Well, of course, it's Kahunism. Not Kahunaism, Kahunism. Confirm. Add a new belief. Relics. Yeah, that'll work. Add a new belief. And we'll go with that. What the heck? More resources I can... Oh, I have more places I can put resources, but nothing... Place. Last order did his damage to kill my leg, but somehow I managed. What do you do, Losi? Have I asked that before? Am I just, like, you know... forgetting things? Heal him up. And let's fire upon them. I do OGP for Walmart.
I
Go around the
worked
store
my
and do the
wits and
shopping part
thoughts
of
about
during-
shapes and figures.
Oh, okay.
And I arranged these shapes one by one.
So you just basically just grab a cart and start filling it? No, I'm not reducing my standing with anybody. Not for you, not for everybody. Anybody. So we're going to join that army. Take you. Gonna move one closer. You. Fire upon. Someone ordered like 24 things of coffee creamer and 50 cartons of juice. 90% sure it's a resale. Yeah. Or a big office building. Or they're having a big breakfast. Could be any of those. Well. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted. Well, I guess maybe it is. Been taken over? Oh, it's been taken over. Oh, okay. All right. That's okay then. I don't want to fight 40 bananas on one order and that's it. I'm just like, sure, ma'am, I don't want to go. Ally is at war. I'm staying neutral. You guys are on your own. Ah, look. You can't attack, apparently. Wipe them out. 40 bananas. A lot of banana bread, maybe? Adanda. Oh, it's my missionary. Okay. I'm trailing in civics again. And units. Oh, wrong guy. Sorry. Hey, man. Did not mean to offend.
Oh, for a muse of fire.
When I got that order, all I could think of was Zelda and blurted out, "What in the Yiga clan ass is this?" I think we're good there, but you know, I should check to see where I am here. Nothing. I have nothing. No great works. That's awesome. I'm falling behind on culture. Society. And I'm trailing in technology too. Great. I mentioned I lose this game a lot. Must have accidentally kicked Lily underneath the desk. Listen, it's not about being good, it's about having fun. Hey, I just enjoy, like, you know, sending arrows into these guys. All right, Ben wants to be an ally again. All right, but I'm not going to fight for you. And I'm staying neutral. Happens every time. He asked me to fight for him, and then they say, hey, by the way, you going to fight against them? No. Research collaboration? All right, we can do that. All right, where shall I go now? Oh, no, not there. Swordsman. Oh. Look at that. Take out the archers first. Oh no. Not an archer. That's not bad. Not bad.
The king established all his knights.
Alright, I need No, that's not what I want. Not what I intended. Want is the, we're going to remove that. And we're going to put in catapult. Pulto. Didn't realize the time. Anda. There's a Padanda. Oh, that's my missionary dude. Alright, so first thing we'll do is send him this. Swordsman. Dang. You can do that. Be able to buy an archer right now. Catapult. Heavy archer does worse. I'll buy that. Well, welcome back from the ads, gang. I did not realize that my time had gone past my ending time, so I'm going to look for someone quick to raid, and then we will raid someone, because I have to make dinner for Mrs. Kahuna. She's probably leaving work about now. She'll be home in about an hour, and I gotta make dinner. So I hope you guys are having a great start to the week. I'll be back on Wednesday. Not sure what I'm going to do on Wednesday yet. It's supposed to be a work stream, so I'm not really sure. But in keeping with the Civilization thing, I'm going to send you over to another streamer that's doing Civilization right now. Apparently they're giving away stuff in games, so hey, cool stuff to do. I'm going to send you over there. I hope you guys have an awesome week. I will see you Wednesday at the same time. Stay out of trouble, or don't get caught. And I will see you guys back here on Wednesday. Bye, guys.